Good morning to all. My dear students, I am KV Bhikshamaya, lecturer in zoology, Government Degree College, Gambhirapet, Rajana Sirsilla. Subject zoology. Today topic is rabbit digestive glands. Rabbit digestive glands. Last class we discussed about alimentary canal. Rabbit digestive system is a two parts, namely alimentary canal and digestive glands. We already discussed about alimentary canals. Today discuss about this digestive glands. The glands which helps in digestion carein called digestive glands. Rabbit has 5 types of digestive glands. The glands which help in digestion are called digestive glands. Rabbit has 5 types of digestive glands. They are salivary glands, gastric glands, liver, pancreas, intestinal glands. First one is the salivary glands, second one is the gastric glands, third one is liver, fourth one is pancreas, fifth one is intestinal glands. Salivary glands. First we discuss about salivary glands. Salivary glands secrete saliva, glands secreted saliva. It is slightly acidic and contains water. Acidic pH is 6.9 and contains water, minerals, salts and mucin and an enzyme, ptyalin or salivary amylase. Opening into the buccal cavity of rabbit, there are 4 pairs of salivary glands. How many salivary glands? 4 pairs. 4 pairs of salivary glands. First of all, parotid glands, submaxillary glands, sublingual glands, infraorbital glands. First, parotid glands. They are located at the bases of പിന്നെ each glands open into the buccal cavity behind the upper incisors through a stenosis ducts. Stenosis ducts. They are located at the bases of the pinnae. Each glands open into the buccal cavity behind the upper incisors through a stenosis duct. Next, second, submaxillary glands. These glands are situated on the inner side of angles of lower jaws. These glands are situated on the inner side of angles of lower jaws. Each glands opens into the buccal cavity near lower incisors through a Werner's duct. Next, sublingual glands. These glands are situated below the tongue. These glands are situated below the tongue. Their small ducts open into the buccal cavity below the free part of the tongue. The glands are situated below the tongue. Their small ducts open into the buccal cavity below the free part of the tongue. This is the sublingual glands. Next, fourth one is infraorbital glands. Infraorbital glands. These glands are situated below the eyes. Their ducts open into the buccal cavity near upper molars. This is the infraorbital glands. These glands are situated below the eyes. Their ducts open into the buccal cavity near upper molars. This is the salivary glands. Is four types. One is the parotid glands, submaxillary glands, sublingual glands, and infraorbital glands. This is the salivary glands of types. Next, we discuss about gastric glands. The mucous membrane of the stomach contains numerous branched glands called gastric glands. The mucous membrane of the stomach contains numerous branched glands called gastric glands. They are of three types. Namely, cardiac glands, fundic glands, and pyloric glands. How many types? Three types. What are they? Golgi glands, Purkinje glands, and pyloric glands. Gastric gland, secreted gland, gastric juice. Gastric juice is acidic in nature. This it is pH is 1.5 to 2. The gastric juice contains hydrochloric acid and mucin, pepsinogen, prorin, and Castle's intrinsic factors. Prorin and Castle's intrinsic factors. This is the gastric glands. Gastric glands are three types, namely Golgi glands, Purkinje glands, and pyloric glands. Gastric glands secreted the gastric juice. Gastric juice is the acidic nature. The gastric juice contains hydrochloric acid, mucin, pepsinogen, preminin, and prorenin, and Castle's intrinsic factor. Next, we discuss about this liver. Liver. The liver is the largest digestive gland. Liver is the largest digestive gland. It is reddish brown in color and lies towards right side of the stomach, below the diaphragm. The liver is formed of 5 lobes. The liver is formed of 5 lobes, 2 on the right side and 3 on the left side. The liver is formed of 5 lobes, 2 on the right side and 3 on the left side. The right lobes are right central lobe and caudate lobe. The right lobes are right central lobe and caudate lobe. The left lobes are left central lobe, left lateral lobe, and pharyngeal lobe, and pharyngeal lobe. Gallbladder lies in the right central lobe. Gallbladder lies in the right central lobe. A duct arises from the gallbladder. It is called cystic duct. From each lobe arises a duct called hepatic duct. The hepatic duct unit with the cystic duct and a common duct is formed. This common duct is called bile duct. A duct arises from the gallbladder. It is called cystic duct. From each lobe arises a duct called hepatic duct. The hepatic ducts unite with the cystic duct and a common duct is formed. This common duct is called bile duct. The bile duct opens into the descending limbs of duodenum. The liver secretes bile juice. Bile is alkaline, 7.5 pH in nature. Digestive enzymes are absent in bile juice. Bile juice contains bile salts and bile pigments. Bile salts are bile pigments. Next we discuss about this pancreas. The pancreas is an irregular pinkish gland situated in the loop of the duodenum. It is partly exocrine and partly endocrine in nature. It is partly exocrine and partly endocrine in nature. Pancreas secretes pancreatic juice, which is carried to the ascending limbs of the duodenum by the pancreatic duct. Pancreatic juice is alkaline in nature. It contains trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen, amylase, lipase, nucleases, nucleotides, and carboxypeptides, etc. The pancreas also contains an endocrine gland called isolates of Langerhans. It secretes the insulin and glucagon hormones. Insulin and glucagon hormones. Next we discuss intestinal glands. Intestinal glands. The mucous membrane of the small intestine contains numerous simple tubular glands called the intestinal juice or succus entericus. It is alkaline in nature. It contains mucus and many enzymes each such as enterokinase, peptinase, ditriamino-peptidase, lipase, and disaccharides, maltase, sucrase, lactase. This is the intestinal glands. Process of the digestion. Rabbit is a herbivorous animal. It is feeds on green leaves, vegetables, grasses, cereals, roots, bracts, etc. Food of rabbit contains carbohydrates, proteins, fats, water, minerals, salts, vitamins, etc. Out of these, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats are macromolecules that cannot diffuse into the blood directly in the gut. Hence, these macromolecules are enzymatically broken into the simple disposable molecules. The substances like minerals, salts, vitamins, and water are sample molecules. They are directly diffused into the blood. Hence, they need no digestion. The process of digestion in rabbit involves in the following steps. First step is digestion in buccal cavity. In the buccal cavity, the food mixing with the saliva is secreted by the salivary glands. The salivary contains the enzymes ptyalin, which converts starch to maltose and dextrin. Starch, ptyalin, dextrin plus maltose. Tongue manipulates the moistened food into the ball-like masses called a bolus. Ball-like masses called bolus. Then the bolus is swallowed. The bolus passes down through the esophagus by peristaltics. Peristalsis. Esophagus by peristalsis. During the swallowing, bowels is lifted and the entry into the larynx is prevented by the epiglottis. Next, digestion in stomach. The food is retained in the stomach for some time. The muscular wall of the stomach undergoes two contractions. As a result, food for the chumps broken into the small bits and thoroughly mixed with the gastric fluid and secreted by the gastric glands. The gastric juice contains HCl, pepsinogen, porphyrin, and crostals, eosinotic factor, and mucin. Hydrochloric acid kills the bacteria and other microbes that enter the stomach along with food. In addition, HCl activates pepsinogen into the pepsin and prorenin into the renin. Pepsin digests proteins into the peptones and fructoses. Casein in the milk is the format into a precipitate calcium paracinate with the calcium. This is the calcium calcinate, which is the calcium. This calcium paracetinase is the hydrolyzed by pepsin into the peptones. In sucking the mammals, renin prevents flow of milk into the intestinal from the stomach in the presence of the calcium. Renin changes into the milk protein casein, paracasein, and protosis. Paracasein is precipitated into the calcium paracasein to the digestive by pepsin. Castils and instructive factors plays an important role in the absorption of the vitamin B12. Mucin protects the lining of the stomach from the action of the HCl and enzymes. Pepsinogen, HCl gives rise to pepsin. Porphyrin, HCl gives rise to the renin. Proteins, pepsin gives rise to the proteose plus peptones. Casein gives rise to the renin. Paracasein plus Ca plus base, calcium paracasinate. Calcium paracasinate, pepsin gives rise to peptones. This food is fertilely digested into the stomach. This particularly digested acidic fluid food is known as a chyme. Due to the during the movements of the stomach, chyme little by the passes into the duodenum through the pyloric sphincter. Next, digestive intestine. Whenever the acidic chyme enters the duodenum, bile juice, pancreatic juice, and intestinal juice are mixed with it. Action for bile. The bile secreted by the liver has no enzymes. The bile contains certainly salts as the sodium glycolate and sodium chloride. Sodium thiochlorides, which brings about the emulsification of fat. Emulsification of fat. Bile is alkaline, contains sodium bicarbonate. This naturalization of the acid of the chyme and makes in the alkaline. The color of the bile due to the presence of bilirubin and biliverdin. These are excretory products derived by the disintegrations of the RBC, hemoglobin of dead RBCs. Hemoglobin of dead RBC. Next, action of pancreatic juice. Pancreatic juice contains trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen, amylase, lipase, carboxypeptidase. Trypsinase and chymotrypsinogen are the inactivate forms. Trypsinogen is activated by the intestinal enterokinase into the trypsin. Chymotrypsinogen is activated by trypsin into the chymotrypsin. Trypsin and chymotrypsinogen digest proteases and leptons formed in the stomach into the polypeptides. Amylase acts as the carbohydrates converted into the disaccharides. Lipase acts on lipids and converts them into glycerol and fatty acid. Convert them into the glycerol and fatty acid. Carboxypeptidase break the polypeptidase into the peptidase and amino acids. Trypsinase enterokinase gives rise to trypsin. Chymotrypsinase gives rise to chymotrypsinogen. Proteins plus peptones. Trypsinogen plus chymotrypsinogen gives rise to polypeptides. Carbohydrates gives rise to amylase, disaccharides. Lipids, lipase gives rise to glycerol plus fatty acids. And polypeptides, carboxypeptides gives rise to tripeptides and amino acid. Next, action of the intestinal juice. Intestinal juice, Succus entericus, contains aminopeptidase and tripeptidase, dipeptidase, maltase, lactase, sucrase, lipase. Aminopeptidase break into the polypeptide into the tripeptide, and amino acid tripeptides breaks the tripeptides into the dipeptase and amino acids. Dipeptidase digest the dipeptides into the amino acids. Disaccharides, maltase and lactase and sucrase digest the disaccharides into the monosaccharides. Lipids digest into the lipids. Lipase digest the lipids. Next, digestion in the calcium. Calcium contains the symbiotic bacteria. They are secreted cells which is the digestive cellulose into the soluble sugars. In the digestion, carbohydrates are converted into the monosaccharides. proteins into the amino acids and fats into the fatty acids and glycerol. This is the complete digestion of food materials in the intestinal is called a chyle. Thus, complete digested food material in the intestine is called chyle. Major part of the digestion food is the observed in the ileum. Ileum increases the areas of the absorption. The undigested material are eliminated through the anus. The undigested material are eliminated through the anus. Rabbit has the habit of eating its own feces. Rabbit has the habit of eating his own feces. This habit is called coprophagy. Feces is produced during the night alone or eaten off, which are the soft and moist, owing to the incompletely digested cellulose. Feces produced during day are dry and hard and not at all eaten. By eating the feces, rabbit is able to extract the entire nutrients lost in the feces. This is the casein in the digestive system. Okay, this is the rabbit digestive glands and digestion process. Digestion process of the digestion, rabbit digestion glands and process of the digestion. Okay. Okay. Right. This is the rabbit glands and process of the glands. Okay, thank you.